Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. This is Valley Girl Beauty, and I am so excited to bring you guys something new and different that's really been kind of on my heart for a while to do. My other video series is I try and keep it more professional and focused on a training or get straight to the point for people who are interested in learning about SeneGence and like the business action step side of it. But I wanted to bring you guys notification. I wanted to bring you guys a vlog where I talk about kind of like the behind the scenes side of being a distributor, the stuff that maybe isn't worthy of having its own separate video, but I still think it's really important if you're wanting to get a look inside. And there's just been a few things that have happened over the past month that I'm like, wow, people need to know this. Like, this is such an amazing thing. This is like, I want to share these, I want to share these experiences with people, and I think the best way to do that is by doing a vlog series. And I will show you guys my office, and I'll show you all like my packaging supplies and shipping supplies and go through like my inventory and what I carry. So there still will be like the business behind the scenes as well as terms of like functional action steps for you guys, but it's a little crazy right now. So once I clean it, then I will do that for you guys. But there's just a couple things that I wanted to touch on that to the outside world, or if you are even watching videos and looking into SeneGence, you're probably not going to hear about or know about. So first things first, I just have to give a huge shout out to our founder, Joni Rogers Conte. She just did something that was just so amazing, and that she wasn't even like, didn't have to do. It wasn't her job to do it and make it right, but she did. So there is a company that does conferences and things like that, and they are targeted more directly towards people in direct selling or in network marketing, and a bunch of us distributors had signed up to go because it is amazing information to get, and it really has helped so many people really view direct sales as a true business and a viable business option, because there's such a bunch of like stigmas, and a lot of times it comes from, you know, not being necessarily educated about certain things, and also not all companies are created equal, which is another key thing to note. Anyhow, a bunch of us signed up to go, and it was like 200 plus per ticket, and then COVID hit and they had to cancel their event, and they never rescheduled it. They refused to refund us. So all of us were out a couple $100s, and, you know, had been in contact repeatedly with the company like, hey, you guys aren't redoing this event. Can we get our money back? And they were like, nope, sorry, there's nothing we can do. Our founder found out about this, and she, out of SeneGence's money, is refunding all the distributors who purchased a ticket to go to that event. That makes me want to cry because she did not have to do that. We did not pay her money for this event. This was not a SeneGence event. This was through an entire separate company whose business is to help businesses like ours, and we put our money in to go to that conference, and they refused to refund us. So that is entirely on that company. They're the ones who kept all of our money and didn't give it back. So this is actually out of SeneGence profits, out of their pockets, that they are refunding us literally thousands of dollars. I know one distributor had purchased like $20,000 in tickets for all the different people on her team, and then like if you purchased in bulk, you got a discount, so then people were able to pay less for one of those tickets that she had purchased in bulk. So we're talking lots of money going towards this event that they refused to refund. And like I said, when Joni found out about it, she was like, that's not right, and so many people are hurting right now. So she's refunding us, and it's like, that's not something that you're going to see on the news. That's not something that you're going to see, you know, probably talk about, but that's like the integrity of our founder. That's the type of stuff that she does. Like, her heart is so big, and she wants things to be done the right way, and I appreciate that so much, and I feel like that's something that needs to be shared. And along those same lines, coming up in March, she also has a foundation called the Make Sense Foundation. It's our nonprofit, and they do scholarships every year. So if you have someone who is entering college in the fall, is a female, and, you know, is motivated, ambitious, and could use some extra scholarship money to go towards college. They also do scholarships every year that women can apply to for college, and I love that as well, and that's coming up in March. So if you have questions about the scholarship opportunity, if you have a daughter or a friend, you can just put it in the comments or send me a message, because scholarships are what helped me go to college, because I grew up without very much money. So I was like, if I didn't have scholarships or a track scholarship, college would have been out the question. There would have been no way that I could have paid for it, and I didn't want to be like in crazy amounts of student loan debt. And so scholarships can be life-changing, and I would definitely encourage everyone to apply to it. So that's another thing that you're probably not going to hear about, but we do have that nonprofit organization that does scholarships for women in need, and then they also support a bunch of different nonprofits and do fundraisers throughout the year for different organizations that are helping women and children in need, which is such an amazing cause, and I stand behind it 100%. So those are a couple things like corporation company wise behind the scenes. And then I also just wanted to share something that's super heartbreaking. We were supposed to have our in-person seminar in April, and they made the decision out of an abundance of caution to cancel the in-person portion and just have it all virtual. And I am like absolutely crushed, because I could so use a girls' weekend, and it's so much fun to get together with other distributors and meet people and make friends. And that's how most of the people that I know in SeneGence, I met them through different events. I came in knowing nobody. Like my first seminar, I didn't know a single person going. My first pit stop, I didn't know a single person going. And every time that I went, I roomed with strangers that I had never met. And I'm still friends with those girls today. We're Facebook friends. We message each other. We're in group chats. And I love that community, and I love that connection and that vibe. And it's just so hard to get that online. However, I just participated in like a leadership call and was able to connect with some other women who previously I didn't know and had never met in the business. And we are working on something huge for this end of our seminar year. So SeneGence's fiscal year ends March 31st and then starts over again on April 1st. We have some amazing things in store, and I just got chills. I am so excited for all the things that we are going to launch for our team, because we are realizing, number one, we have to keep it like so simple. We have to be very straightforward, very simple, and really help facilitate our new distributors to take action and do the work, because I'm the type of person who wants to help so much that I will probably end up doing too much for you, and that can sometimes hurt you, because you really need to walk on your own 2 feet. And if I'm carrying you, the second that I'm not there to carry you, your business is going to fall flat, right? I'm doing it from a good place because I know I can get things done fast. I am very efficient. I'm a very hard worker. I'm also a workaholic, and I love helping people. But like they say, you can give a man a fish to eat and he'll eat for a day, or you can teach a man to fish and he'll eat for a lifetime. So I and these other leaders, we are really shifting our focus in that sense to, number one, we're looking for runners. We're looking for people who want to do this for real and want to run with us, because we're not at the top. We are making good money in sales. We're supporting our family in sales, but we want to start helping other women support their family through sales, and we want to help other women have teams and build organizations, because the things that you can do with the team are so amazing. And that's one thing that I'm so sad about with seminar, because I was going to hire a photographer and take some pictures, and everybody likes to get dressed up and feel pretty and take pictures and then can use those pictures for their business and stuff like that. So what I'm thinking about doing is, and I shared it in my team group to see what the interest is, to see if anybody would want to fly out to Florida where I'm at, and we can all take in seminar together virtually, go to the beach, take pictures, have a photographer, do some like team bonding stuff with us, which I think will be so great and so much fun. And I totally got sidetracked on that. And that's why I wanted to do vlog, because I kind of ping pong around, and this is just real life, and this is kind of how my brain works. Anyhow, I am so motivated and so excited to launch this new program with these 12 other leaders in the company and bring essentially the best of the best from each girl and each organization to our teams and give them access to that. Now, this is going to be stuff that you have to show up for. So if you're someone who signs up to join my team. These things are going to be accessible to you. They're going to be Zoom calls. They're going to be like monthly content and things like that. And it's going to be there for you to use. And if you're showing up and you're doing the trainings and you're participating and you're applying what you're learning, you are going to do so amazing. And we are like, we need everybody to come up with this. That's why we're all collaborating. And I love that selfless collaboration and working together. We're all sharing resources like, hey, this has worked for me, you should try it. This has worked for me, you should try it, versus like, let me keep this a little secret over here and not tell anybody else about it because, you know, it's working for me and I don't want to give it away. Like, that's such a scarcity mindset. We are like, hallelujah, we found this. This works so good. Y'all need to do this. And the resources and everything that we're sharing is so good. So we are going to streamline that. And again, our new seminar year starts April 1st. So I would highly, highly recommend to join either this end of February or join in March so you can start learning all the things, get your first qualified order in so you have products, and then get ready to run and launch your business and have so much fun. So that's other kind of like behind the scenes with seminar and getting together and what's coming up for this next year. And let me see, lots of other videos are in the works as well. I will be doing videos on how to do skincare demos, how to do a SeneBlends demo, and things like that, because sometimes it's easier to see things and hear somebody actually walk you through them, kind of like a mock demo. And sometimes people are just better at visual learners and watching videos versus just reading about it. So I'm trying to make sure that I have all of those in place, but just so many good things. And as disappointed as I am about seminar, like I am so sad. So sad. And what makes me even more sad was a couple weeks ago I went to a retreat, and just being around other like-minded women at the retreat was just so empowering and inspiring and uplifting, and it just recharged my soul in so many ways. And then knowing that seminar was coming in just like another couple months, I'm like, I am so ready for another in-person soul charging event. And then they canceled the in-person portion, which I'm so sad about. But again, I'm hoping that some of the girls on my team will be willing to fly out to Florida and take it in virtually with me out here, because it's just something different when you're in person and connecting with people. But we are also going to be doing vision boards, and if the girls are able to fly out, we can do them in person. Otherwise, we can definitely do those virtual. We have utilized a lot of Zoom calls and also messenger chats and video chats and things like that. So we are trying to stay like in contact and visual contact to be as personable as possible, which, by the way, if you are someone who wants to join, we have team Zooms every other Saturday night, because I work 6 days a week. Typically Saturday nights are when I'm available. So every other Saturday night for anyone who can tune in. They're not recorded, but I suppose that I could record them. But those are also so uplifting. Those are like a mini retreat every other weekend, and I've really enjoyed them. The girls have really enjoyed them, and it's just a way to get to know each other and share your heart and share where you're at in this business and what your goals are and share ideas and things like that. And again, those are things that you're not necessarily going to see videos on, if that makes sense. So let me know in the comments if you found this interesting at all, if you want more of these type of vlogs where I just kind of talk about, you know, these are the things that are going on. For example, I will be doing in my for my other video series a video on our Kiss and Tell and preferred customer program, but I just gotta say, they started doing these promos. SeneGence started doing these promos where if you place a $100 order through CDO, which is where the company packages and ships the products to your customer for you, or through our preferred customer program, which SeneGence also packages and ships those orders, there's just more perks for customers. I'm starting these amazing promos, and my sales, I have done over $1,000 in sales through my website just from those promos, in addition to like my personal sales. And it was so needed because we are trying to move, we are trying to get a house, and it's like we have to get our credit in line, we have to pay off, you know, any debt that we have. And that's the type of stuff that makes me get so emotional about this business, because they really want to help us, and doing promos like that have encouraged so many more sales and so many more people to place $100 orders, $100 orders, and I'm getting to keep 40 to 50% of that from every single one, which is just like now I'm able to pay off, $500 at once, start a credit card, or $1,000 here for something else, and that is just through sales. So it's so encouraging. And there have been some hard months with COVID and all the political and civil unrest. It's been rough. A lot of people have been trying to get off Facebook and things like that. So it's really encouraging to be on the upswing. Now, I will say J months, like January, are usually typically pretty slow because it's coming off the holiday season, and then we had all this civil unrest, and now we're on this upward slope. So we are able to see in our back office, like our PD track, and every year for the past couple of years, once we hit like February and March, everything starts going like this. So again, this is such a great time because the momentum in spring is so high. So I'm like, this is coming at the perfect time to get everything in order. And I feel so unlocked now. I feel so just free and ready to share and inspire and help and grow and look for those people who are runners. And I was talking to a girl the other day, like, we want to find more people like us, and I know you're out there, and maybe you're watching this, because if you're on YouTube, that already tells me that you're a self-starter and a can-do and a DIY person, because people go to YouTube because they want to learn something. They're actually interested in starting a business and seeing how to do it. So the fact that you're watching this, that already encourages me and tells me something about you as a person. And I was able to do this with zero background. I didn't know anything about direct sales. I didn't know anything about skincare. I didn't know anything about makeup. I didn't use skincare or makeup. I was a tomboy athlete. I worked 6 days a week, full-time job. Like, I would not be the person that most people would approach for this type of business opportunity. And here I am. It's been over 3.5 years, and I am loving it. I've been able to quit teaching. I've been able to quit cleaning houses and doing per diem work. And maybe I'll do another vlog just like on my journey and my story about how I got into this. But I am looking for you. The people who maybe it's like, you're already busy, you got a lot of stuff going on, but usually the busy people are those ones who are like super motivated and they're taking on and they're taking action. And on the flip side of that, if you're someone who is looking for something to throw yourself into, you're looking for a creative outlet, something to inspire you, that connection, that community, this can be such an amazing place for you to come join us and run with us as we move forward through this next year. So I am going to try and stop rambling now because I want to watch the replay and be like, oh my gosh, why did I talk so much? But I just want you guys to see my heart. I want you guys to get to know me and hear some of the behind the scenes. So give me a thumbs up if you want me to do more videos. I will probably still try and have somewhat of a better order. This is my first one. I'm not going to edit it. So you guys are going to get it real and raw. Anyhow, have a wonderful rest of your day. I'm going to try and do these probably 1 to 2 times a month, and I would so love to work with you. I am so ready for runners. Follow me on Instagram, send me a message, send me an email. All that is in the description like always. And like, let's do this. I am so fired up and I'm so excited about the next 12 months starting April 1st. So between now and April 1st, get yourself signed up so that we can do this thing together, okay? Bye, guys!